Luna's secrets unveiled. Who's really responsible for the two murders? Please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up before the video starts. The bold and the beautiful spoilers and updates question what drives someone like Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, to choose the path she did. This is a question that likely crossed all our minds as we watched her being escorted away in handcuffs. Luna is a relatively new addition to the landscape, and it raises the question, is there a darker side lurking within her psyche? Could this be the reason for her descent into chaos? Was it purely nature, nurture, or a combination of both? According to Luna, her mother, Poppy Nozawa, Romy Park, was far from a good parent, often leaving Luna in the care of others, failing to provide the consistent support a child needs. There are even hints that their household struggled with food scarcity, forcing Luna to fend for herself at a young age. Additionally, Poppy's questionable associations, particularly her involvement with illegal substances, suggest that the company she kept was far from suitable for a child. It can be argued that Luna's upbringing influenced her decisions, yet Katie Logan Spencer, Heather Tom, offered a compelling perspective. During a conversation with Poppy, who was feeling guilty about the events that transpired, Katie pointed out that once a child reaches a certain age, they are responsible for their own choices. She is absolutely right. After turning 18, every decision Luna made was solely hers. She had the option to refrain from taking a life, but instead, she chose to kill two individuals and then attempted to shift the blame onto her own mother. Luna took it a step further by holding her aunt Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, accountable for her life decisions. She expressed that instead of passing judgment on her and her mother, Lai could have intervened and improved her circumstances. Lai rejected this notion, arguing that it was Poppy's choice to ignore the advice she had generously offered over the years. Could Lai have truly altered the course of Luna's transformation into the person she became? Might she have had the opportunity to guide Luna toward more positive choices? While we can ponder these questions, it ultimately may boil down to a single factor. It seems that Luna harbored deep resentment towards Poppy for the years of trauma, poverty, and instability she endured. While it's easy to understand where that resentment comes from, Luna's choices are difficult to justify. Why would she choose to take the lives of two innocent people and involve them in the wrongs she believes her mother inflicted upon her? Tom star Clint Howard, despite his desire to be part of his daughter's life, didn't directly harm her in any way, and poor Hollis Chambers, Paul Hollister, was merely a messenger. No amount of resentment or trauma can justify the act of murder. Right now, the situation remains unclear. The last confirmed detail we had was that Luna was incarcerated and might face a lengthy sentence. There's been no indication of when her sentencing might occur or if she has secured any legal representation. It raises questions, especially since Bill had offered to support her in a fatherly role. Could he also be considering hiring a lawyer for her? However, given Luna's troubling actions towards her mother, who was involved with Bill, and her inappropriate advances that made him uncomfortable, it wouldn't be surprising if Bill chose to distance himself. So the whole situation and the future of Luna Nozawa is still uncertain. In the gleaming city of Los Angeles, where power, ambition, and beauty collide, the fashion world buzzed with the latest scandal. Two mysterious murders rocked Forrester Creations, leaving everyone on edge. But amidst the glittering gowns and glossy boardroom deals, there lay a deeper web of secrets. And at the center of it all was Luna Forrester. Luna, the seemingly unassuming assistant to Ridge Forrester, had arrived at Forrester Creations just months ago, quietly performing her duties while staying out of the limelight. A beautiful but mysterious young woman, her icy blue eyes often gave away more than she intended. Luna was an enigma. Few knew her origins, and fewer still dared to ask. Whispers swirled around the company as suspicions mounted following the murders of two prominent figures, Samuel Donovan, a top fashion photographer with a history of scandal, and Olivia Pratt, a beloved model with ties to some of the Forrester family's deepest secrets. Both were found dead under suspicious circumstances, and everyone was scrambling to figure out who was responsible. Tension was rising, and Luna was at the heart of it. The first death sent shockwaves through the fashion world. Samuel Donovan, a man notorious for his controversial behavior behind the camera, was found in his swanky downtown loft, lifeless. The police ruled the death as suspicious, but there were no obvious clues as to who might have wanted him dead. Of course, that didn't mean there weren't suspects. Samuel had a long list of enemies, from rival photographers to models whose careers he had ruined with a single unflattering shot. But no one could have imagined that Luna, the quiet assistant, might be linked to his death. Rumors began to spread after it was revealed that Luna had worked with Samuel on multiple shoots, acting as a liaison between him and Forrester Creations. Despite her low-key role, those who worked closely with her described an unusual tension between Luna and Samuel during their interactions. While outwardly professional, Luna's guarded demeanor whenever Samuel was present caught the attention of many. One afternoon, Brooke Logan, ever the inquisitive soul, decided to confront Luna after noticing how unusually rattled she was following a conversation about Samuel. Brooke had her own suspicions. There was something about Luna that didn't sit right with her. "Luna, you seem different these days. Is everything okay?" Brooke asked, her voice soft but probing. Luna, visibly shaken, tried to brush it off. "It's just been a stressful time, Brooke. Nothing more." But Brooke wasn't convinced. She could sense there was something darker hiding beneath Luna's composed facade. And Luna knew that Brooke was far too perceptive to be fooled. The weight of her secret was beginning to wear her down, and soon it would unravel in ways no one could anticipate. Just weeks after Samuel's death, the body of Olivia Pratt, one of Forrester's rising stars, was found in a secluded part of Malibu, sending shockwaves through the Forrester family and the fashion world. Olivia was adored by everyone. Her radiant personality and undeniable talent had earned her a place among the elite models. But it seemed that her charm had led her into dangerous territory, one that would eventually cost her life. This time, the investigation turned even more personal. Olivia had been close friends with Luna. They were often seen laughing in the design studio, sharing private conversations, and even attending fashion events together. The night before Olivia's death, the two were seen leaving an exclusive Forrester after-party, deep in conversation. Luna's connection to both Samuel and Olivia was becoming harder to ignore. Thomas Forrester, always one to follow his instincts, started growing suspicious of Luna. He had admired her work ethic and talent, but her growing entanglement in the deaths of two key figures in his life began to raise alarms. He approached Steffi, his sister and confidant, to share his concerns. "There's something off about Luna. I've noticed things, small things, but they don't add up. First Samuel, now Olivia. She was the last person to see them both alive." Steffi, though hesitant to believe such accusations, couldn't shake the unease that had settled over her since Olivia's death. "Thomas, you can't just accuse someone without proof. But we need to keep an eye on her." And so, the Forrester siblings began discreetly digging into Luna's past. What they found shocked them both. As they investigated, it became clear that Luna wasn't the person she had portrayed herself to be. Her real name wasn't even Luna. She had changed her identity to escape her past, one marred by family betrayal and a dangerous connection to Samuel Donovan. Years ago, Samuel had been involved in a scandal that nearly destroyed her family's reputation. He had ruined her father, a once famous designer, by falsely accusing him of stealing designs. The resulting fallout led to her father's death and her family's collapse. Luna had harbored a quiet rage for years, working her way into the fashion industry under a new name, carefully plotting her revenge. Samuel's murder had been no accident. It was premeditated, her way of avenging her father's honor. She had lured him to a private meeting under the guise of discussing a major Forrester campaign, only to poison him slowly with a rare toxin, leaving no trace. But Olivia's death was different. Olivia had stumbled upon Luna's secret identity by accident. One night, while rummaging through old design archives, Olivia found a photo of a young Luna, back when she still went by her real name, alongside her disgraced father. Olivia had confronted Luna about the discovery, and in a moment of panic, Luna had lashed out, pushing Olivia off the cliffside near Malibu where they had been walking. As the Forrester siblings pieced together the clues, Luna realized her time was running out. She had underestimated the bond between Thomas and Steffi, as well as their ability to dig deep into her past. Desperate to escape, Luna tried to flee Los Angeles, but the authorities were already closing in on her. In a dramatic confrontation at the Forrester mansion, Thomas and Steffi cornered Luna, demanding the truth. With nowhere left to hide, Luna finally confessed. Her voice, once steady and confident, now trembled as she revealed the years of pain, betrayal, and vengeance that had driven her to commit the murders. "I didn't want this. I never wanted to hurt Olivia," Luna whispered, tears streaming down her face. "But Samuel, he took everything from me. I couldn't let him get away with it." As the police arrived to take Luna away, the Forrester family stood in stunned silence. The murders that had rocked their world were now solved, but the fallout from Luna's secrets would leave scars that would take much longer to heal.